We are live. We are live. Come on in, folks. I see it. Come on in. I'm
Happy
changing
Easter
Facebook.
to everyone.
Happy Easter.
I got donuts here, so
cool. Enough to share with the rest of the class.
I got hot cross buns.
Easter donuts.
well, we know that. That's a given there, Joe.
There we are. For a minute there, we weren't even on Facebook. Let me go through and change this around here. Now we are public. All right, folks, come on in. Come on in. We see you out there. Thanks for stopping by. Easter Sunday. The chat is open. We are live. So no pre-recorded show.
Awesome.
This week.
All right. Where's Sarah?
This week, at least. Don't know where Sarah is. She might
Come
be
on,
at church.
Sarah. We know you're out there.
Matt Black's in the house. Marvy's in the house. He said he was going to be here.
Delivering eggs.
See,
Getting mad again.
I show up and Sarah just goes AWOL. I can't believe it. I mean,
never in the
Matt
same
Black
room together.
Says deny.
I've driven people away before, but I just can't
Good
imagine.
morning. It's in your nature. And
Randy,
Sarah says, "Have I been summoned?"
Yes.
from the circle of witchcraft. Yes, you
That
have.
circle of salt Scott has on his floor.
Just stay in that pentagram, Sarah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right on my little circle. Hey, Randy,
Welcome
did
to
you see
Sunday
the-
Funnies, folks.
Oh, all right.
Go ahead. Say what?
I was gonna say, did you get those scans I sent? Those JPEGs?
Did you send me, Jay? Did you email him?
Oh, I sent them in the message box.
Oh, yeah. We saw
FB.
those. Yeah. Yep. We saw those.
Okay,
Sarah's
will you be
laughing.
able to post them?
I probably could. Yeah. Why? Do you want me to post them here?
Well, if you don't mind, I'd like to have Russ see them.
Oh, Russ has probably already seen them.
Have you
No,
seen
I haven't
those,
looked.
Okay.
those JPEGs I
That
sent,
might-
Russ? Did you see
Might
those?
be a good thing.
I know. Glenn-
Where is this going?
I can put it up. Hang on just a second, Russ. Let me get it. I'll get it.
Put the finished one up first.
All right.
The finished one. Which one's the finished one?
Well, they're both-
Which one is the finished one? Yeah.
You're not. I can't.
That's funny.
Yeah, here we are. Share screen. This one?
Nope. Well, yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Ru-
Some nice flat colours. That look alike. I like the
Yes.
spoon.
It's
Call the Conqueror.
I was
Fred
loving the
Hendrick
fork,
was-
actually.
Yeah, the
Right.
the fork is.
I know what story that's from.
Not
Oh,
enough
I-
muscle in the
By,
forearm.
by this spoon I scoop.
Yeah, by this spoon.
That's Adventure Time meets Sword and Sorcery. That is
By this fork, I fork.
big nipples. He's got a pair of eggs on his chest.
Yeah.
For
He
For
does.
those
Look at that.
you say,
Yoking.
well, I
No yoking
wanted-
around there.
Is
I
this
wanted to
safe for
fine-tune
work?
the anatomy, so I figured nothing
Yeah.
better than to really emphasize those nipples.
Is
That
this
was
I think
fantastic.
is
I
this
think-
safe for work?
Well, here's the story.
He's a guy.
I roughed out a sketch for a call pinup at a con Randy and I were at,
Not that one.
and
This
then
one.
Randy sent a pic of it. Now here's the finished tight pencil of that rough that I sent. And of course, Russ said back to Randy, it's okay, we're gonna have to work on the anatomy. So Randy said, do up a really fun one. So I did this Fred Hembeck type touch. I
I forgot the
figured that'd be
knobs.
the way to-
The real knobs on the knee, though. The knee
Yeah,
has
knobby
to come
knee.
back farther. You're still having anatomy problems here.
Right.
Well, not according to the word of Fred Hembeck. I thought that was right on the money.
Another title for that particular illustration would be "Fork in Hell."
Speaking of nipples, since we cover history of comics here, Conan was the first comic outside the underground
Marvy's
to
fantastic
show
book.
a man's nipples.
Yeah, thanks to Barry Smith. Yeah.
Yeah,
He
that
put
was
'em on.
that was radical at the time.
Radical nipples.
Yeah.
Trying to be accurate.
So, Russ, did
everybody
I
doesn't need to
did
look
I
at my
touch up
Facebook.
that
There we
anatomy
go.
good enough for you?
I'll take a closer look. I can't see it on there.
I can put it back up if you need.
No. I'm not going to do I'm not going to do a
Talk about
critique live on air.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh, really?
Sarah says, Glenn,
Sarah.
not the nipple one. Marby says, per the Matrix, there is no spoon. LMFAO.
There is no nipple.
There's no nipple either.
Yeah.
But know that spooning leads to forking. My idea of how sports came to be. LMAO. Absolutely.
Truer words were
Pretty
never
good.
spoken.
It's so true.
Pretty good.
We're gonna run the opening and get stuff started here. We've got some mad stuff to look at.
We don't need it.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably not. Probably not. I've got Hembeck's book if we want to look at that.
Yeah.
We can sit there and start comparing notes.
Well, Hembeck is awesome.
He is incredible. That's not it. This one's it.
Nipples. There were nipples in that opening sequence.
They were covered. It's safe. There was a
But
lizard
they
in
were
there
very
too.
pointy. It looked like they were drawn in a very cold environment.
They were nipply nipples.
I want everybody to know that I'm going to be selling full color prints of this art.
Everyone will be
ordering
looking
now.
forward to that. Yeah. Can you have him standing on two slightly roasted marshmallows, though?
That's exactly what they're standing on. It's 2 marshmallows. So I figured,
That's what I thought. Yeah.
and that's probably ketchup on the fork that he's splashing onto that dog thing.
It could be.
Good.
Finally, a
You know how
talking dog.
intense this guy is because he's got his tongue sticking out. And you
Right. Okay. Sunday Funnies, folks. Easter Sunday. This 20th of April. 20th of April already. I'm your host, Randy Zimmerman. You can find my work wherever fine books are sold, like The Shadow Kingdom. They're an adaptation of a Robert E. Howard tale that led into the Atlantean that I'm writing, that Russ Leach is currently drawing, the second campaign of which is currently closed as the book is just about to go to press. So we hope that you can catch the next one or be patient enough for us to get the retail version number 2 out there in order for you to see it. If you haven't read the Atlantean one, they are available. criticalblast.com, barnesandnoble.com. Amazon has it as well. Hope you get to read it. Very proud of it. And even prouder of the progress we made on number 2, volume 2, coming soon. So and thanks so much for listening, stopping by. Make sure you leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe to wherever platform you're watching this on. Any interaction goes to help the algorithms and helps us to be seen by more and more people, which is really our goal. We're just here to have fun and look at some great comics. Joining me today, as most of the time, Mr. Glenn Fleming. Glenn, please introduce yourself.
Hi, everybody. My name is Glenn Fleming. I'm a writer, artist, and publisher. I wrote this book about my trip to see the great Jack Kirby at his home in California. Lots of photographs of there, me in younger days with Jack and his back garden. Lots of good stuff in there, so check that out. I also draw, and my character Hatch is on my comic at the moment. This is a character that's been around a long time now, and it's got lots of published and unpublished artwork about him. And I also publish things occasionally, and anybody would think I like Jack Kirby, but here's another Jack Kirby book that I published. This has got all articles, interviews with people, so it's not mainly me, it's other people. And last but not least, I publish Comics Unlimited, which is a 100-page magazine about comics, believe it or not. And just about everybody on this panel's been there, except the Scarlet Pimpernel. So
Charlotte Pimpernel.
that's it.
That's ridiculous. Also joining us this morning, Mr. Russ Leach. Russ, please introduce yourself.
Hello.
Also joining us this morning.
It's Russ Leach. I thought Glenn Fleming was Glenn Fleming all the time, but there you go. You can find me at russleach.com. Sign up for the email list if you want to find out more about the Atlantean, what we're doing, when it's going to turn up. It's gone to print. It'll be it's going through file amends at the moment over with Critical Blast. It'll be going to print this week, and then it'll be going out to people's post boxes in May. So really keen to see how that turns out. We got lots of great responses on the first one. People seem really keen for the second one. We did better than our back account in the first campaign, so obviously we're looking to grow. We just want to see as many people read it as possible. So to find out more about it, find out more about what we're doing with it, don't have your inbox inundated with the stuff that we send to you. It's just when we do campaigns, and just to keep you up to date once a month as to what's going on, whether we've got retail versions or digital versions that are in the future, or even compendiums, which we're thinking about. You need to go to russleach.com and sign up for the email list.
All right. And Sarah says, speaking of nipples, hey, I love this knowledge. We need to continue to look at more mad type comics. It's in my realm of shenanigans.
I thought she was going to say we need to look at more nipples. There you go.
Right. Yeah, we do. We always need to look at more nipples.
I've got a
My
couple.
second hub's called the man dots. LMAO.
Man dots.
Man dots.
Man dots.
Also joining us this morning, Mr. Charles Santino. Charles, please introduce yourself.
All right. What can we say about Charles Santino that hasn't been said about, well, some other things? Well, we'll say some stuff about me. I am a writer, editor, art director, packager. My boy Rammer, R-A-M-M-U-R, right behind me, the master thief in a future police state. That's the first issue, available on Amazon and elsewhere. Here is the second issue, also available currently. There we go.
Oh,
Third issue in the works. Here is the cover art with no logo, obviously.
nice.
There we go. We get all the elements on this one. We get the robot cops, we get the babe, we get the gold, we got Rammer. So we got all the elements on one cover finally. All right. While we're talking about humor, let's talk about my previous book. Danny and Harry, Private Detectives, The Case of the Missing Trunk, art by Walter Brogan, who worked for Cracked magazine, not Mad, but Cracked, also Crazy, for about 25 years. And I'll show you a page from this. Walter is unbelievable. Here's an amazing page from Danny and Harry with the bad guy, who's a rhinoceros, and the femme fatale, who is, of course, a cat. And last but not least, the first piece of Rammer merch, this cute little sticker, which to get this, contact me and I will explain the terms and conditions.
Condition.
Thank you.
Conditions.
Wonder.
Also making an incredibly rare appearance to the program, Mr. Scott Rosema.
Rare like a diamond. Even though, is that read forward on you guys?
Yeah, that's fine.
Say the weird thing.
This is no Atlantean comic, but this is the one that I've done, and this is an example of my work inside this issue. So it's my sword and sorcery book, you know, sword fights and demons and barbarians and wizards and all kinds of fun stuff. Kind of like a poor man's Cull. So check it out. I'll have it with me at all the conventions I'm going to be going to this year.
Any nipples in there?
Oh, there's plenty of nipples. Let me find the one that's on. Hang on. I'll show you one.
It means you're a catcher, not a pitcher.
Always got to lick your fingers.
Oh, here we
when you're
go.
trying
On
to
the
find
inside
nipples.
front cover.
Woohoo!
There's
Nipples.
that boy right there. Look at that. Look at that.
There we are, Sarah.
There we go. Okay.
He's thinking about something. I don't know
You,
what.
you just sold a bunch of copies.
There we go.
Who designed the logo?
I did,
Well,
Glenn.
that's
Do
not the
you
one.
approve?
Fantastic. Yeah, lovely.
Excellent. Excellent. Oh,
How dare you?
natives out there.
Yeah.
Subtle
Oh.
nipple.
Lovely.
Subtle nipple work right there. Just barely.
Can't see it.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Very subtle.
You got your finger over the panther.
Can you get a little closer?
I'll try. So, Marvel, DC, Archie, Warner Brothers, all kinds of places I've worked for.
I've heard of them.
I'm not wearing any pants. Film at 11.
Anyway,
Good to see everybody.
good to see everybody. We're looking at Mad. When the earth stops shaking. There we are. Ah,
Oh, God, that's awesome.
tails calculated to drive you mad. Camera calculated to drive you mad as well. Here we are.
That's it. That's it. Leave it.
Harvey
it.
Kurtzman. Oh, that's awesome.
The great Harvey Kurtzman. Raquandi. I can't even spell my name right this morning. Here we are. Tails calculated to drive you mad. That's the cover for number 7. We were looking at the Russ Cochran. The great Russ Cochran collection, shot off the originals, published back in the I believe 1980s, 86.
Yeah, 80s. Did Russ fund all this himself?
Yeah.
No.
Actually, he had a subscription service.
Yeah.
You sent him money, he sent you the books. Eventually.
Oh, but this is of course long before the days of print on demand. So he had to
Yeah.
come up with something ahead of time to get up.
And long before crowdfunding as well.
Oh yeah.
But he had a sweetheart deal with Gaines to do this.
Oh
did.
really? Oh wow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The story is Gaines was emptying his vault, wanted to downsize, was going to sell all of the artwork. And before he did that, Russ convinced him to let him take photostats of everything and print books.
Nice.
And as each book come out, that particular set of artwork went up for auction through Heritage.
And these books are semi-expensive, but if you think about what they cost when they came out and then adjust for inflation, they're really not bad.
No, pretty inexpensive. Though, if you find one at a show, you're incredibly lucky to start with, but just buy them.
Yeah.
And these are available. Were printed in black and white and color. There's 2 different editions.
Is there? Because
Yeah.
I thought there was only one.
There's a complete black and white edition as well.
Oh, wow.
The same size as these colors?
Yeah, the same size. Yeah.
Okay. And the reproduction was pretty darn good considering back then, it was still all stat cameras and all that. So.
Right. And everything else they did, all the horror, the science fiction, that was all done in black and white, except for a few individual issues. But I think this is the only complete run that
was done in color.
That was done in color. Yeah.
It's larger than a regular comic.
Oh yeah.
And they're beautifully hardbound, incredibly durable books. I should know I put a lot of them to the test. So accidentally.
Shermlock Sholmes. That's awesome.
Yep. Shermlock Sholmes. By the great Bill Elder.
Oh, no kidding.
Rap. Yeah. That's great. Great stories here.
Is that the 7 dwarves at the bottom? That's awesome.
It is.
That's great.
Now, who's old enough to know what that flying horse represents?
Oh, the old Zephyr symbol for the gas station.
Yes.
Yeah. Normally it's in red.
Was it Esso?
It's also the Pegasus patch on my dad's tunic when he was on D-Day.
Really? Wow.
Oh, no kidding.
For the 6th Airborne, yeah.
Oh wow.
Pegasus, the flying horse.
I had to draw a talking one once for Doctor Who. So your threats about a talking dog, Randy, they're nothing to me.
I understand
Oh
that.
my god, that's too good.
That's cool because during the Colin Baker days, there was a talking penguin too, walking around,
Yes.
traveling with him. Yeah.
Oh, quick note: in my around Muskegon, out on one of the side back roads, there's an old Sinclair dinosaur logo sign and old gas station still up and being used.
Nice.
It's
Amazing.
awesome.
Yep.
Big green brontosaurus. It's cool.
There is a large paper mache Sinclair dinosaur in Lapeer that stands about 7 feet tall.
Lapeer, Michigan. No kidding.
Yeah.
I live near Albany. We have a giant nipper. Not nipple, but nipper. You know who Nipper is?
Nipper, Sarah, Nipper. Yeah.
The RCA dog.
Oh, really?
It's
Cool.
about 30. It's about 30 feet tall. It's on top of a building downtown Albany.
It doesn't include the speaker that he's.
No, unfortunately, no.
Okay. That's pretty good.
Here we are. Sarah says, right. We'll call that ketchup on the fork after the spooning.
How many shows? How many shows get nipples and nipper in the same show? Come on.
There we are. Hopefully Amazon will be able to send me the book, but I don't think they can.
I'm impressed.
They probably do
More groundbreaking.
Yeah, really. Russ, it's daylight in your room. Ha. This is Matt Black. Babbling baby.
What are you laughing about?
OMG, I had to explain, but not in detail, what Kitcher and Petcher meant.
To who?
Yeah, must be somebody there. Overrated. Pants are overrated. Absolutely.
Especially if you're a catcher or a pitcher.
There you are. So is that a very tiny comic, or was that Randy's finger? Probably my finger. Get pretty big. Anyway, that's what she says. Anyway, right, and adjust for inflation now and within these next 4 years. Eeks. And this one is hardbound. Amazing, perfect purchase. Got it when it came out. I got my local retailer was getting all of them probably from Diamond at that point. And I just take a grocery sack full of comics and trade it for it. So,
may I share my screen?
Man, Dot. Oh, the RCA dog. Oh, I forgot about him. Yeah.
You can share anything you want.
Yeah, you can share it. Hi, Sarah.
Yeah, let me share my screen.
To a coworker, I had to be careful about my explanation not to get myself fired due to the nature of the topic of catcher and pitcher. It's all a baseball reference.
Yeah, hold on, folks. Here we go. We're gonna get some nipper here.
Say, there is a Ren and Stimpy episode out there that explains all of that in great detail.
Ren and Stimpy,
probably more detail than you want. Anyway, probably not for HR to hear. Anyway,
do not push the big red candy-like button.
Yeah,
here we go. There's Nipper.
Where?
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, hold on. Oh, there we go.
Oh,
there he is.
Kidding.
He's on top of the RCA. He's on top of what used to be an RCA building in downtown Albany.
That is huge.
It's the largest statue of Nipper in the world.
That is awesome.
It's probably the only statue of Nipper in the world.
And he's got a little light on top of his ear so airplanes and helicopters don't hit him.
And that's still up there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Every city needs a Nipper.
And there's people on the pavement going, jump, jump, jump.
Probably. Down,
yeah,
boy.
All the visiting New Yorkers.
Heel.
That's pretty good.
Meanwhile, back at the Shermlock Shomes.
Shermlock Shomes.
There he is.
I just love how the subtle expression that Elder put in all these drawings. Oh, they just
that?
Yeah.
Russ,
not so subtle, but you know.
Russ,
What?
look at the second page, second
Yeah.
tier. Look at that woman.
Hmm.
Is she saying, "Will they be local"?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Local shop for local people.
That's it. Yeah.
So want to point out the anime face here, long before anime, right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to ask you guys to expand on that for those of us with.
It's a television program. Is it the League of Extraordinary
League of
Gentlemen?
Extraordinary Gentlemen. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's it's
Was
like
it
Monty
just League
Python.
of Gentlemen? I don't know.
Yeah, League, something like that. And it's like Monty Python. It just does sketches of things, and there's a woman in it. It's a fella really, but it looks like that. And they have this shop.
They're sister lovers, sister brother lovers.
Yeah, you'd have to watch it. It's really odd. On the BBC, I think.
Huge incest going on there.
Yeah.
It's a very, very creepy comedy series. It's very dark. And some of the characters are completely un-PC and would not be allowed to be shown now.
Wow.
So,
very cool.
But it was a very funny thing. When you got the right episode, it was just very dark.
Yeah.
Dark humor. I love it.
That was my crypt.
I love that about Ren and Stimpy, as Russ says, taking it that step further into details of innuendos. This is worth summoning me out of my crypt.
Well, I'm glad you found it worthwhile, Sarah. I mean, I know your crypt is comfortable and everything, but
the cat crept into the crypt, had a crap, and crept out.
Crept into crypt.
Absolutely.
Woof. What's that?
Now,
Did that woman just get poked in the eye?
Yes.
What?
All the time. Yeah.
What was it? What was the name of the comic book that was a ripoff of Mad that we looked at? That was
Nuts.
Yeah. You know, the difference between something like that and Mad Magazine, on the surface, they look to be pretty much the same in terms of what they're doing and the way they're doing it, except that Mad is funny and Nuts was not.
Yeah.
No, that's what we were saying at the time, is that it was so blatantly trying to be Mad Magazine, and yet it just wasn't pulling it off.
No.
Yeah.
Visually, it looked very similar, but it just wasn't pulling it off.
Yeah, because Mad had the advantage of being run and put together by people who just simply had this insane sense of humor, and they were just simply putting it out there. They weren't trying to be anything else.
No, exactly.
And so it was more of a pure, unfiltered effort with no editorial designing behind it.
This was not selling until they did the parody of Superman, which I think was in issue 4 or 5, maybe.
Yeah, we covered that. Yeah. Super Duper Man.
It's awesome. And I don't think it's a matter of it being the original per se. I mean, the fact that it is, Matt, is it is an original. It's more that they just didn't come out first. They simply had a pure, unfiltered vision that they just wanted to do. They just wanted to do this humor. And,
well, they had the quality of that talent pool.
Yeah.
Well, really the big thing.
This is, to me, looks more like animation than a strip.
Yeah, look at the flow here.
Yeah,
it's amazing. Boom. Yep. It's great stuff.
Look at that. It's my uncle, murdered in a windowless room, locked from the inside. Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. There's been a murder.
Well, the writing is not only far superior; the art is so much. I mean, there was some really bad art in Nuts.
Yeah.
Well, you got top-notch quality guys working here, and I believe this is Harvey Kurtzman writing all of this stuff. And
yes,
I like the way
and doing the layouts probably.
Yeah,
sure.
I like the way on the second page, second tier, the bubble is going out going
Yeah.
outside the box. Well, it's not going
Oh, yeah.
outside. They'd move
Oh.
the board. They'd move the border to fit it in.
Yeah, it's actually bending the
Yeah.
border. It's awesome.
Fun.
See,
And
the
he
guys-
says, "This is exactly as I suspected, just as I suspected exactly. As I exactly suspected, there are termites in this house."
There's that torch setting fire to his foot.
Oh yeah, the magnifying glass is setting his
Yeah,
Yeah.
magnifying glass. Yeah.
See, these guys were born and bred in the vaudevillian school of
Yeah.
humor. You know,
Oh yeah.
just about everything. You know, everything is fair game.
Yep.
There are a few things funnier than vaudeville slapstick. You know, which if you look at the Marx Brothers, everything that they did, oh my God.
Yeah.
Just this insane hilarity of this body comedy. They just, oh my God. Especially when the silent guy with the blonde curly hair would throw his leg up onto somebody's arm and make them catch it, and he'd
Harpo.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It's insane.
If you haven't watched Animal Crackers, especially if you haven't watched it lately, you need to find a copy and look at it. Just incredible classic stuff.
Oh my God. Treasure Island. Oh, they didn't put a funny title on that. Oh, that's a John Severin.
It is right there. You
Treasure
can see
Island.
in
Oh,
that Tarzan face right there. That's John Severin. All right.
Yeah.
That's because Treasure Island is in the public domain.
Yeah. Even back then, I think it was in.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. One of those classics.
I
It's
like
funny they didn't-
well, it says right up left, classic type comics department. So they're now they're making fun of Classics Illustrated.
Yes. Oh my God.
And it's interesting how John and his sister were both great at humor.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
And that's what kills you, that they were both so good at doing both wacky and serious, or more mainstream. Because like Marie Severin's work on the Submariner book, oh, it's phenomenal superhero classic action, but at the same time she could just flip on a dime and do absolutely whacked out stuff. Just amazing. Her and John were incredibly talented.
Oh yeah.
Man,
And when
So
did they
we'll
work
keep-
together?
Go ahead.
When did they work together, folks?
Never.
Yes, they did
when?
on Cull.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. There's your
did.
legacy.
He inked her.
Oh yeah.
Oh, John Ink. Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, but on that first page, Randy, did you guys see all the little cameos like off to the far right? Isn't that the from the EC comics?
Yeah.
That to the
Oh, yeah.
left and to the right.
Right here.
About middle, yeah. That's just awesome.
It's great
So-
stuff. Of course, Melvin here.
Oh God. That's so great.
Melvin.
We looked at him last week.
What I like about that page on the left is it's surprisingly uncluttered for a Mad Magazine parody.
Yeah.
Mhm.
As
Oh,
opposed
yeah.
to the page on the right. Look at all that detail. Baruch.
Oh, real quick, the left page, upper left corner. You see the guy's close up on the eyeball through the telescope. That's the same joke I did when I was illustrating tiny Looney Tunes for Warner's.
Ah.
They would let me do all kinds of funny stuff. Like Daffy was Sherlock Holmes, and he put the magnifying glass up to his eye, and then he pulled it away. His eye was still big like that, huge.
Funny.
And the editors let me do that all the time. It was great.
I have to sort of correct myself. John and Marie collaborated on this because she
Yep.
colored it.
Yep. That's why I was
Oh.
pointing at the artwork.
Yeah.
I think she colored all of the EC stuff, didn't she?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, yeah. And her coloring was second to none. Just
Yep.
solid stuff. Man, oh man.
Get behind on that chat again. Tank Ferret in the house. Oh no, Michael DeFonte's in the house. Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone on stream and in chat are doing well. If not, I hope things get better for you. Sarah says, I don't crap in my crib, but Johnny Depp is yummy. Not that yummy, though. Dang. Yeah. There also was the magazine Crack that came out after Mad. Yeah, all sorts of little imitation humor magazines. Mad's got did an entire ad about all of their imitators. It was about 16 panels long. The panels are so straight and a bit boring. Do you know who started breaking panels and overlapping them? I would say it was in the 70s, but I might be wrong.
And you would be wrong.
You would be wrong, yeah.
How about Eisner?
How about Kirby and Simon in Captain America 1941?
Yep.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
So,
and Neil Adams.
Yeah, I mean, guys like Adams and Stranko simply capitalized on that.
Oh, yeah.
Simply further.
He's proof there, Marv, that the world was spinning before you were born.
All those early spirits, though, are lessons in sequential art. How to tell a story in 7 pages. Just amazing stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Sarah says, never that kind of yummy. Just read what I wrote, which looks like if he were yummier, I would do so. I can disturb my own self, but you're welcome to morning braining, non-braining.
It's disturbing me at the
I
moment.
think Sarah's losing it here, guys.
Yeah,
she is.
Gorgeous work.
Gorgeous.
Just gorgeous. Suspected termites end up being an infestation of man-dots. Thanks, X-Hubs. Yeah. I've loved vaudeville since I was a little kid. My grandma had tapes of it, among other great oldies and goodies. Yeah. Method acting at its finest. Yep. Morning at Matt Black. And I recently got the Hal Foster Flash Gordon reprints Mad Cave did. They look rather well done.
Foster
is that Hal Foster or Alex Raymond? John Barry, maybe, or Lou Fine?
Foster did Gordon.
I don't think Foster did Gordon.
No, he did Tarzan and Valiant, but
yeah, Valiant was his main life's blood until he couldn't do it anymore. Yeah,
his masterpiece. Look at that, the right-hand page middle panel. I said, look at the face. That's just so awesome. God, that is excellent.
Oh, look at the little face.
Yeah. Michael says Alex Raymond. I messed up. Yeah, that Alex Raymond stuff's just gorgeous, just pretty.
Oh God,
it is wonderful.
No other way to.
Has anyone ever seen those full Sunday Comics pages of Flash Gordon that Raymond would do?
Yeah.
God, the brushwork is just, oh my God, luscious. Just
they had a traveling exhibit of comic strip art that went through Flint. That was just amazing to see. They had a full size Prince Valiant there too. And if you haven't seen those are bigger than the Flash Gordons. The Flash Gordon strip that they had. Huh?
They had the original boards?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Oh, that's too cool.
Yeah, I was at did a show in Swartz Creek, a little one-day show, and was telling everybody about the Harryhausen exhibit that was in Kalamazoo. And some folks are thinking about making a trip. They have a Harryhausen model exhibit there.
Before you turn the page,
yeah,
take a look at the top tier, the last panel with the guy's head is pushing the panel.
Yeah. Yeah, just like this
bubble. Yeah, the guy's head is pushing right above that.
That's awesome.
And he's pushing into the next panel as well.
Right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just little subtle stuff. That is
I'm looking at a scan of the original comic, and I'm curious to see what the next page is because it's an ad for Weird Fantasy.
Yeah.
Oh, you
See
got
if
one of the
they-
original comics?
Yeah, there we go.
Oh,
Yeah,
no kidding. Wow.
yeah. I'm looking at a scan of the original comic.
Oh man.
We're gonna skip a few stories, at least one, and jump over to Smilin Melvin.
Oh,
Hollywood.
Wally Wood.
Melvin. Oh my God.
There's a few hey looks here by Harvey Kurtzman in between, I believe.
That's kind of a Don Martin strip, isn't it?
Very much so, yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
But here's Smilin Melvin. by
Is
Wood.
it? Isn't Melvin the one character off panel on the cover of one of the famous Mad covers where? Eek, what is it? Oh, it's Melvin or something.
That's the
That's
first.
the
Yeah,
first issue, yeah.
Yeah. Little kid's got his finger up his nose and it's just
Trying to get it without causing a disaster here. There we are.
oh yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
What is it? It's Melvin.
That thing, that slithering blob coming towards us. What is it? It's Melvin.
It's awesome.
Just great stuff. Smilin Melvin, folks.
Well, I talk about again somebody that can switch instantaneously from totally serious to totally wacky.
Yeah.
Wood was just
There's all sorts of little detail here.
Now look at that, the bottom left panel there with the girls running. Look at how
Mhm.
shapely he made the legs and the
Oh, yeah.
high heels and all that. Man.
We've talked about that before. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wood does great legs. Yeah.
Oh man.
So a nice catch, Charles, with the head pushing the panel. I love being among creatives who point things out like that. There we are. Thanks, Sarah. That sequence just still kills me.
And he's got the wood machinery behind him as well. Typical
Oh,
wood
yeah.
machinery.
Yeah, it's stunning to me how Mark Schultz has captured that whole wood feel when he does his, backgrounds or, techno walls, inside of, Xenozark Tales. Just
Yeah.
amazing. I tried doing that on an illustration one time and just about broke me. I couldn't. Just so beyond me. I did it, but man, it was terrible. I'm terrible trying to do it. It just tore me up. I couldn't believe how hard it was. These guys seem to do it like nothing.
He ejects out of his aircraft in a rocking chair.
See, the difference between Jack Kirby, who does good machinery, and Wally Wood, who does good machinery, is that Wood's machinery looks like it might be real. Kirby's looks like science fiction.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But that interior of that aircraft is in it, it looks real. You understand what I mean? But if that Kirby had drawn that, it would look like science fiction.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And yet Kirby's had its own believability to
Oh
it.
yeah.
Oh,
But
yeah.
but not as grounded in actual solidity of shadows and forms and all that. Is
Mhm.
just another example of Kirby's mastery.
I see Zipatone.
Little, here
Yeah.
and there.
Where?
Right here.
Oh, on that panel.
Last panel, yeah.
Those poor dumb sons of bitches these days that don't know the beauty of cutting out Zipatone.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Oh, the sheer fun of it. Yeah.
And ripping up your board when you've lettered on it and all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
Exactly.
Going back at it after it's printed and seeing all your cut lines. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that Moray effect.
Oh,
Moray,
Yeah, more. Yeah.
Moray effect on it. And you think, oh no, that looked okay when I sent it out.
man,
All it takes is for the camera to catch it at a slightly different degree.
just enough.
And then you've got to hope the register's right on the plate and all sorts of stuff.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
yes.
So that fat guy's pants are Zipatone. Look at
Yeah,
that.
it is a little cross.
Yeah,
thing
dot.
on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zipatone.
It's got a little moire pattern.
Graduated.
doesn't it?
Graduated
Yeah,
tone
there is,
here,
yeah.
too. Yeah. Right there in the X.
Yeah.
Sure does.
Oh, that's awesome.
Probably on purpose. Hopefully. That's two
No, but
sets of Zipatone, one on top of the other. Yeah.
Yeah, now look at that, the right-hand page, bottom left corner, that classic Wallywood rendering of a spaceship. No, the right-hand page, I'm
Right
sorry.
down here.
And the
spaceship and
clouds,
space clouds. Oh,
Randy, the clouds you just showed on the left-hand side.
Yeah.
Those clouds have zipatone.
Yeah, they are. So give that silver lining look.
how much work those guys put into this stuff.
So all of the planets back here, hilarious.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, what's it
chock full
say?
of planets, a little bit of cosmic there. Climb. That was Joe Tower, best radio man in town. What an operator. Take her up as far as she goes. As far as she'll go, Smilin Melvin. Climb. Climb as high as you can. Go bois. Ugh, if only I had a ladder along, I could climb a little higher if I had even a footstool. He's climbing on top of the rocket here, top of the nose. Says what? Something neat Friday night. Can't read it all. It's so printed so dark it's hard to read.
You know, what I love is that how so much of this humor got, went right along and got settled into the guys, the Looney Tunes animators, and how they would do just crazy shit like this in the original Looney Tunes.
This is all during that time or slightly after, right?
Yeah.
This was 50,
A little bit,
here.
starting a little bit before.
Was it?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, some of it,
Looney
sure.
Tunes started in 30s and really hit their
Yeah,
peak, hit their peak in the mid to late 40s.
Yeah.
Some nice coloring by Marie here on that left-hand page. That's
Oh,
absolutely
God.
beautiful.
Look
Yeah.
at that. It looks so simple, but I guarantee it's got a complexity to it that only the best can pull off.
Yeah.
Just,
Especially with the rustic coloring system they had back then.
oh yeah, just
Dr. Martin's, right?
No,
Or-
they were using color indications. CMYK.
Yeah, I think
RBG.
these are done on mechanical layers rather than
Yeah.
Dr. Martin's dyes. I'd say.
oh
Yeah.
yeah. And only 60 variations of screen density to make
Yeah.
all the colors
Yeah.
you get.
Mhm.
Just amazing.
You've really got to know what you're doing with this coloring.
They give Marie Severin credit for color coding.
Yeah. Yeah, they
Oh,
used
for
to draw
creating the-
arrows and with a
Yeah.
color code on them for the
Didn't-
colorists. to
didn't
hit. Yeah.
They may have supplied colored, stats of the
The
artwork
guides, yeah.
with the
Yeah.
CMYK mix to get the right color they wanted, like the flesh and the stuff like that.
So Marie kind of, Charles, are you saying that Marie kind of constructed the KYRB?
Yes. Yeah,
Coding?
she would
Nope.
do it. If you go on eBay, you can find color guides for comics.
Yeah.
And they're really interesting because they will call out the different the
Levels
codes.
of tone
the
on
codes.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Wow.
quite interesting and quite eye-opening for somebody who has grown up only with computer coloring.
And if also it shows you how good she is, because when you do the CMYK mix for color, it's okay doing the coding, but you've got to know what that color is in your mind.
Exactly. How it's going to reproduce.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then you
Right the way down to what paper it's being reproduced on. as well.
Exactly. Yep. Everything.
Yeah.
And what printer?
Mm.
Yeah.
Because
Even
towards the end there, Gaines had Impact printed by Charlton, and it was so lousy that he had it reprinted from his regular printer. And so there's Impact #1, the famous story Master Race. There's actually two different editions, one printed by Charlton and one it's not published by Charlton but printed by Charlton.
No kidding.
The variation is one has aside from looking terribly lousy, the one by Charlton, one has the word Impact in yellow and one in white.
Oh, no kidding.
Look at that lovely on that right hand page, second panel, top panel.
Yeah.
That lovely yellow on that explosion.
Yeah, I was going to say that subtle yellow on that cloud.
Yeah.
Underneath the zip. No, right-hand page.
Yeah,
upper right
Zipatone,
corner.
more
Yeah.
yellow and Zipatone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Just awesome. Just awesome.
Well, that's supposed to be a mushroom
yellow there?
cloud.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
look at how there's a horizontal cloud passing in front of the mushroom cloud.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, look at how much time did he spend on this page?
Oh, sure. Yeah, they're just insane. You know, and I saw not too long ago somebody posted somewhere in a magazine where it showed some photographs of the inside of one of the coloring studios where they would hire just dozens of people to sit around and paint on the acetate overlays.
Yep, little old ladies. Yep,
areas that would be translated through the screen shooting into 40% blue or 20% black.
Yeah.
Why? And you used to be steady income for a lot of people. Just pull them off the street if you can, wield a paintbrush. You could fill those things in.
I mean, you've got to know things like if you look at the top panel there where he's crashing on the right-hand page, the top panel, that yellow, what's that yellow? 15 or 20%? You've got to know.
Probably, yeah.
You've got to know what that's going to turn out like. But here's an interesting thing. If you look just to the side of Screech, is that Thunder Agent's belt, Dynamo's belt?
Oh, it does. It looks like it right underneath Screech and the blue.
Underneath,
right there.
You see it there.
Yes.
Oh my
and
God.
this is what 10
years earlier.
10 or 12 years earlier.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But he used that belt in almost every science fiction story that
I was going to say.
he did. Yeah.
That's true,
you know, we say about Jack Davis always shows the underneath of a shoe somewhere. Well, Wally Wood always shows that round design of that belt it's on the pilot.
Oh yeah.
The previous page. He always does that. That's the circle within circle design.
Awesome.
And I wonder if that's his signature, apart from these gorgeous women that he draws.
Oh, I wouldn't
Well,
doubt it.
all the Thunder Agents had that.
Yeah.
Little circle inside of a circle.
Yeah.
It's Michael says, I really appreciate an artist like Wally Wood who can go from a very cartoony style to a different style that is closer to realism. Even his signature of Wood is great art.
Oh yeah, that lowercase Gothic, black letter.
I have the EC Wally Wood Artist Edition, published by IDW, which presents all the original art in full size.
Yeah,
shot from the original art without cleaning it up, just showing what that artwork looks like today.
Yeah,
it's like being in a museum. It's the most unbelievable. When you see the original art, the size of it, and the detail. And how much didn't get reproduced because it couldn't be reproduced, and they knew it, but they didn't care. They were going to put as much detail as they could on these pages.
Oh yeah. Now, along the lines of what you did, Glenn, a second ago with that belt in that upper corner.
Yeah,
I'm gonna nuance you guys here. Right-hand page, center tier of panels, far right panel, the far right. The kid in the front, his left arm with the fist coming forward.
Yeah.
That fist and that forearm reminds me so much of what you would see Al Cap would do on Little Abner. That's what hits my head. All this, minutia in my head of all these things I remember seeing. It's just
Well, Wood substituted for Cap for I think a month on.
Did he really? He worked on
Little Abner, yeah.
Oh, no kidding.
And Frazetta for quite some time.
Yeah, Frazetta too. Yeah. Wood also did a couple of weeks of Prince Valiant. Also,
isn't there a collection of just Frazetta's Al Cap?
Mm-hmm. Yes, there is.
Wow.
Yep, Kitchen Sink I think kicked that out.
That's too good. Oh my God.
Where were we here? I really appreciate artists. Is way too much is censored these days, leaving great things out of the reach of other generations. Sad. Yes, it is, sir. Censored or completely pulled out of reach to experience. At this rate, I wouldn't be surprised if Mad books become banned. Ridiculous. All banning books does is make me want to read them all. Yep. True.
Well, Sarah, Randy and company are doing their best to make sure that doesn't die on this site.
and have them all. The exact opposite of what the intention is attempting to accomplish. A lot of people are like that. It's encouraging all of us to have and read them even more than if they had never been banned. Kudos to those who ban books. Yep. The more I see shows like this, the more I love comics. I've seen beautiful artwork during my research on storytelling and composition. Yeah, Marvy, that's why we do this.
Good for you, Marv.
Let's talk about how great this stuff is. Smilin Melvin is no longer smiling.
Oh, sorry, Randy. One last quick thing.
Yeah.
Page back. Left page, upper right-hand corner. That spaceship that the guy's standing on.
Yeah.
Doesn't that remind us of that famous Frazetta cover of the green alien on the ship when he was gone? Yeah.
Buck Rogers,
It also reminds me of the Fantastica, one of them later
on.
Yeah,
you're right. Oh.
Was that Famous Funnies?
Yeah.
Was that the cover, the Frazetta cover? Yeah.
No, I
Buck
think
Rogers.
that was I think that was I don't think it was Famous Funnies.
Oh yeah.
I don't think.
It was a Buck Rogers story, but I think it was in Famous Funnies.
Maybe
pulling it up right now.
Famous Funnies Frazetta. Let's see. Yeah, it's Famous Funnies.
It is. Oh wow, good catch.
Yeah, but it is It's Buck Rogers featured in Famous Funnies.
Just look at that beautiful rear sort of shadow holding line that Kurtzman's done there, and that girl and the guys. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
That line. The thickness of that line is almost as thick as her arm.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
But it creates that strong back shadow.
Yeah.
You're right. Anchor it.
And those Mickey Mouse shoes. Minnie Mouse shoes.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Looking for a Monster Man. That's one been by lately.
Just love it. and the shading inside the big monster footprints to give it that slightly concave feel. It's just just awesome.
There we are.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, you're right.
Wow, look at that.
The Famous Funnies, Buck Rogers.
I mean, what happened to Frank Frazetta? What did he ever do past that? I wonder.
In comics?
It's a joke.
Yeah, he had such potential. He had potential, but sadly,
I knew it was a joke.
Frazetta was looking at that cover. Not
Frazetta. That actually might be towards the end of his comic book work.
Yeah, I think it is.
Before
he started painting.
We're
looking for a monster, ma'am. Has one been by here lately? Yeah. She's completely at attention there.
Oh yeah.
Jump.
Yeah.
Going. Oh, Frank N. Stein. That's awesome.
Frank N. Stein, folks, by the great Bill Elder.
Look at that.
Oh.
The coloring again,
Oh yeah. Yep. Fantastic. If you go back to last season of the American Antiques Roadshow, they had the entire story.
Oh,
it's one of the pieces that they showcased. Yeah.
Wow.
I don't remember what the price evaluation was that they gave to it, but at the time I remember thinking that was kind of low.
That Famous Funnies cover was November of 1954.
Oh,
yeah. So that was pretty close to the end of him doing comics. Not counting ghosting.
Yeah.
You know that left hand, the Jack Davis drawing there, the black and white one.
Oh,
that kind of artwork to me shows why you shouldn't use tints. You should get your pen and do all that cross hatching.
Oh yeah.
That's what I would do.
Yep.
I agree. I agree.
It's. I mean, those mechanical tints are pretty good, but they just.
There's a whole bunch of life in that, isn't there?
Nothing
it's too easy.
Yeah. A lot of life.
You've got to take the time.
Is there some wash in there as well?
I don't think so.
I think there might be
right up here.
At the top,
yeah.
But other than that, it's all and maybe.
Well, look at that.
Here,
Look at
all,
that.
all the rest of it's all line work.
Look
Yeah.
at the beam.
Pyramid as
Look,
well.
but
Yeah.
look at the
Look above the arrow.
look at the beam that they're sitting on up top.
Yeah.
That beam looks like it has some wash on it.
Well,
Yeah,
so
it
it looks.
looks like
If
it's
you
all
look
line
above
work.
the arrow with a bald-headed guy, it looks like there's a little bit of wash on the sleeve or whatever it is next to him. The guy's getting hung to the left of the guy's
Yes,
getting hung.
yes.
There. No, left. Left of the guy. Left.
Over
Down.
here.
Down. There. To the right of that face.
Yeah.
Oh,
Here?
No, above. Above your finger.
higher.
Right
There you
there.
are.
Yeah, right there.
Right
Oh
there.
no, that's all line work.
Is that line work?
Is that
Yeah.
line? Wow.
It's
It
very
goes
great.
from thick to thin.
That's
Jack
aggressive
Davis.
line work.
Line work there. Yeah.
Jack Davis was a monster. I mean,
Wasn't he?
There's probably a 10 or maybe a 15% screen on this wall. Right
Oh,
here,
right.
you can see the dots.
Okay.
Right.
Just enough to drop it back. And then a little bit here. But other than that, I don't think there's any other. All of this is line work here.
See,
And he was fast too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he was. Oh, yeah. Like I said, he was a monster.
What's
Just-
going on with that pipe? With the on the next page, on the Frankenstein page, there's a pipe between the panels, and it's dropping.
Oh,
It's,
yeah,
it's
look at that.
leaking
It
to
is.
the side.
It is.
Where's it
It's
coming
leaking.
from? I know it's coming from that bit there, but what's going on?
Huh.
Where's-
Just a bit of humor, I guess, trying
Just
to
a pipe,
Yeah.
pipe
trying to
rolling.
funnel the rain off that front
Could
panel
be.
so that drip on the bottom ones.
Because it's raining cats and dogs.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, I
okay.
see. Oh,
Is this Marie Severin on colours again?
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
oh my God, that's awesome.
Do you know? I want to know who the letterer is, because that title is always the same. It's the same person doing it on
Great
every
lettering
story,
Let me look it up.
and I'm not sure whether it's not Wally Wood, but
No,
if you can find
it's
out.
Ben Oda.
I was going to
right.
say it
Oh,
might
Ben
be Ben
Oda.
Oda that did all of this. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Once
He's
they got
got-
rid of that horrible stencil
Yeah.
lettering,
Yeah.
I think Ben Oda became their primary letterer.
Right.
He kept lettering through the 70s for the
Mhm.
DC books.
I think he did
Quite
a
a
lot of
bit.
work for Marvel too. A lot of lettering work.
Look at that person go back. Look at that person taking a shower on the telephone pole.
Oh, I see.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he's got a little bare butt and everything.
You realise it's raining cats and dogs as well.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Pails of
And
water.
pails.
Oh, do you guys
Lightning here
get the
making a
subtle
pitchfork.
see that there a fork of lightning?
Yeah, fork of
Get
lightning.
it? That's what
Yeah.
oh, and got a little TV antenna on top of that tower.
Who is,
Oh,
who is das and on there? Who is das on there?
That casket has a good
It's me.
housekeeping seal of approval on it.
oh my God.
I love that dripping. I never seen that before. That's funny. It says turn next circle for Howard Johnson.
Oh, oh, these guys loaded these pages up with tons of stuff, didn't they?
Oh, they did.
Oh, it's just too good.
The scientist guy is hilarious.
Upper left-hand panel, nice depth of field.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice.
The Mona Lisa with all the daggers in the wall.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Mona Lisa, arrows and daggers. That's great.
Gumball machine.
Cracker Jack box has actual jacks in it.
Where do you
That
see that?
second tier, left
Here?
hand, right there. Cracker Jack box has actual jack, like jacks and balls. Yeah.
God. These guys are just freaking insane. Just insane.
Schweinhund,
Yeah.
you forgot your deposit under empty bottles from their blood plasma.
That green
Now
leg
I-
looks like the Hulk.
Yeah. Now I want you to help
God.
with Mitt their experiments.
He's got that sewing machine. And then knitting it in that rocker chair. Oh my God.
Harvey says we've been were they using watercolor paper, Bristol boards back then, or both? Probably illustration board.
Oh yeah.
I would imagine.
I think this is back before they had perfected Bristol board as a common resource.
What do you
And
think?
a lot of
Glenn?
these guys did these on illustration board. Yeah.
I don't know, but I would say illustration board
Yeah.
for the reasons that we've just said, but I don't know.
Matter of fact,
You know what? Now that I think about it, I think they did have, when I saw the Antiques Roadshow on this, it was on Bristol board.
Oh, it was?
I seem to remember it that way. They had it hanging up like on a wire. Matt, it's one of the rare kind of work where you can see something different each time you look through it, helping it or keeping it fresh and coming back for more to see what else there is. Yep. Let me run over to YouTube and see if that's up there. It might be.
I know that Bill Stout, on all of his great artwork that he does, he told me one time that he preferred working on illustration board versus Bristol because it said, one, it survives all of the washes of color he puts on, but he also said he likes imitating how these older artists used to work, where again they used actual board versus Bristol. And so it's just wonderful to pick these things up and have them be so solid and sturdy. Just wonderful. Charles, or who was it that said there's a exhibit of original Hal Foster's or whatever?
Yeah, there was a comic strip art traveling exhibit one year that I got to see.
Were those done on Bristol board or?
Yeah, I don't ever remember them being on illustration board. It was all done on thick Bristol. Yeah.
I know Joe Jusko, when he does his paintings, he says he prefers painting on the old-fashioned Bainbridge board, which I guess he can only find it in California. Only one company still makes it. And it's, again, classic, thick, heavy, durable illustration board. That's what he likes painting on. Would love to be able to get some of that stuff to work on. But
I use that kind of board, and I also use cartridge paper and stretch it, pencil on it, and then stretch it, and then you can color it, and it doesn't bubble on, doesn't spoil.
You say cartridge paper?
Yeah, just cartridge paper. Yeah, but you need to stretch it on a piece of wood or something. You need to stretch it because if it gets wet. If you take it from the pad and apply any coloured ink on it or paint, it buckles. But if you wet it, you have to put it under the tap and then stick it down on a piece of board, and it stretches it, and you let it dry for about, I don't know, a day, and then you can put water directly on it, and it doesn't buckle. It just remains nice and flat.
Now, when you say cartridge paper, Glenn, do you?
Yeah.
You don't mean paper you use in a copier, do you?
No. It's cartridge paper. It's I can show you.
It's like a draw. It's a drawing paper that has a kind of a finish on it, a sort of a ripple to it.
I see.
It's just simple paper. That's how thick it is.
Why do you call it cartridge paper?
Because that's what it's called.
That looks like 2-ply Bristol.
Yeah. No, it's not.
It's not. This is really thin.
Okay.
No,
really
Bristol's got a smooth finish to it, and cartridge paper has got like a wave in it.
Okay.
It's great for sketching on, and like Glenn says, you can stretch it and paint watercolor and inks onto it, and it's great.
Okay.
A matter of different semantics, I think.
Yeah. Just a second.
But it's not Bristol. So
that's cartridge paper. A piece of board, hardboard, and that's been stretched.
Nice.
So what you do is I don't do it. My wife Helen does it. She puts it. I draw in it, or not, and then she takes that and she runs it under the tap in the bath, and then puts it on this board and puts tape on it.
Oh,
And then
and
I'll-
literally stretching it while you're doing it.
Yeah.
No, you're not stretching it. It
Oh,
stretches itself
Oh, I
Yeah.
see.
in this bit. It stretches itself, you see. So
Oh,
she would produce that, and then I would leave it for about a day before. I mean, I've obviously not worked on this one, but that's what I do. And you just get. It's just a really good. It's a really nice for using the pencil on.
Oh, and
For that-
you
for
can
that-
take it off that board when you're done.
Yeah, you take it off, and then
yeah.
you just cut it off, and you just do whatever you do with it. Yeah, it's just flat and it's nice. And it doesn't take up a lot of space. And but I like to use Dale Rowney board as well. So that's because I've got watercolor board, all kinds of smooth surface, hot press, all kinds of stuff. Depends what you're doing.
Kidding. That's awesome.
Michael
Well,
says,
you're taking me to school. I love it.
I remember Ben owed a letterer on many 70s DC comics. John Costanza also. Yeah. Yep. I'm doing my penciling graphic novel on Bristol board, but it's not good for inks. I can't get Eon paper in Europe, and I won't get it from the US. So I'm looking for alternatives. Any recommendations?
Hmm.
Well, I draw straight onto low weight Bristol, so I'm using 180 GSM. I used to use 280, so that I can use it on a light box,
What
so that I can
what
see my
brand?
pens. It's I think it's German, and it's lightweight, so that you can see through it, so you can see your
Yeah.
pencils on your light box.
Oh, okay.
But then so I was playing around with, because I'm using like washes on my ink. If I was doing color, there's no way it would work because there's just too much fluid going onto the paper. But because all I'm doing is using a sort of a grey wash to pick out certain areas, I can use Copic markers instead.
Ah,
So what I do is I buy the Copic ink, and I keep refilling the markers
Yeah,
and using the brush version, the Copic brushes.
Yeah.
And so because it's alcohol based, it doesn't buckle the paper. But that's only good if you're just using it for, highlights and bits and pieces. It doesn't work if you're going to
Yeah.
go full on color or
Yeah, if you
even
re-
full on black and white sort
Yeah,
of
if
a
you-
range of greys.
it doesn't work if you're going to get, like I said, really into it. It's not
No.
going to work, is it?
No.
But just put me on screen again, Randy,
All right.
please. I use just a second. We put the top on just so it won't all fall out. I use these.
oh, you Dr. Martens.
Yeah.
Are those the permanent ones or the fusion colors?
These are permanent. They don't fade in
Oh,
the
okay.
sunlight, all that kind of stuff. So they should last for a long time. I've
Right.
seen some Frank Bellamy artwork. I've told the guys before. Some Frank Bellamy artwork from the '60s of Thunderbirds. Some original artwork, and the colours are just amazing.
Oh,
And that's 60 odd years old.
that's
Just
awesome.
as bright and vibrant as the day he
Yeah.
colored it. Yeah.
Yeah, just absolutely wonderful. Yeah.
Great
Russ,
stuff.
do you ever
Dr.
treat your
Martins.
paper the way Glenn described?
I have done. I don't do it for what I'm doing at the moment, but I did it a long time ago when I was in art class.
Okay.
We used to paint all the time like that, and the tape is like it only reacts when you get the tape wet.
Yeah.
So it works
you-
for putting it onto your board.
Yeah, we run it under the tap to
Yeah.
get it because it gets really sticky. Then you just lay it down and stretch it on and just lay it down.
We had troughs. We had the big grey troughs.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you'd just lay your
Oh.
photographic troughs, and you'd
Yeah.
lay your paper in the trough till it got good and wet. Then you'd put it
Yeah.
onto the board, and then you'd run the tape through the water as well, and
Yeah.
then make and sort of flatten it down with a cloth, and then you'd have to leave it for a day.
And the good thing about the way I work is that when I can pencil on the cartridge paper from the pad and then run it under the water, and it doesn't run.
Oh right, I didn't know
Oh,
that.
nice.
No, it doesn't run.
That's
No, and
interesting.
you just
Right,
stick it
okay.
down, and it works. It's just a fantastic way of working, I think. I mean,
That's
You guys
interesting. Right.
You guys have access to Strathmore brand over there, don't you?
yeah,
That's
They're
probably-
worldwide. Yeah. Marv,
Yeah,
I was
Marv,
going to say, if you're having a hard time inking on that Bristol board, it might be the board, the type of board that you're using. And there's a lot of different types of Bristol board. you might want to check your rag content, especially if you're using a pen. In a pen point, I've run across some board that are just horrible for pen points, but excellent for brushwork.
Yeah, but pen and brush. If you're not like I was saying, if you're not going full on, if you're going for line work, like I say, I'm putting some greys on with a Copic, and I'm using the Scholler Shammer. There you go. I can get that on Amazon for about, I think it's about £15-20 a pad.
That's the brand name, Scholler Shammer?
Scholler Shammer. It's Scholler. I think that's Scholler. Scholler Shammer.
Could you just put me on screen again, Randy, please?
Sure.
I'll just show you this. I've shown you this before. This is a daily rounder board that I use. It's a nice thick board.
Oh, wow.
And it takes the colour.
Look at that colour on there.
Lettering on there.
Yeah.
And,
That's a thick board. I mean,
is that A3 or A2?
It's not horribly thick, though. It's not really. It's about half the thickness of illustration board.
Yeah.
Still, it's thicker than a Bristol
It is
Light.
thick.
Board,
it's a lot thicker than Bristol board. Yeah.
Wow.
So
that's great stuff to work on. Yeah.
I like working like that with brushes, and the only computer that's on this is when I scan it. I do the lettering on the board myself.
Okay, now what make board is that? What brand?
It's called Daily Rowney.
Oh, Daily Rowney. Okay.
Yeah, and this is I think this is watercolor board. I'm not sure, but it gives it a really nice effect.
And as a watercolor board, it takes the black ink nicely. It doesn't feather.
Yeah. All the pens I use waterproof and all that kind of thing, just to make sure. You got to be careful what you're doing. But it's just all done with colored ink.
Nice, excellent.
Anyway, back to the real artist now. People who really know what they're doing.
Oh man, they take us all to school, don't they?
It's fabulous work, isn't it?
It's great.
It's gone a little fuzzy on the screen, Randy. At least for me. No, still fuzzy.
There we go.
There we are.
Just needs a second to adjust.
It was thrown off by the beauty of Glenn.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot. Yeah. Sarah says, all these techniques fascinate me. This would make for a great podcast topic somewhere, sometime. I could never get enough of watching my grandpa with his art.
Oh.
Says, grew up sitting on his lap, watching every single thing he was doing, hypnotized at how one line could end up becoming something amazing. I love this topic. Thank you.
Wow.
Sarah says, yep.
Oh, there we go. Nice and crisp on the image.
Matt says the color really looks bold.
Oh, man.
So it's Canson. Very sensitive, even for pencils. 92 pound, what is it, 250 grams?
Yeah.
It says it's for inks, but it's not good. Thanks for the recommendations.
I don't recommend Canson, Marv. It's not really a good.
Yeah,
brand.
Marv, try and get some Daily Rowney. Get 120 grams, 75 pound. That's what I use.
Yeah, I think that works better.
And it works really well.
That or Strathmore if you can't find it. I mean, but I wouldn't do Canson. They're really low quality. Oh, look at that zebra! Oh, look at that! Isn't that awesome? Look at the running of the stripe lines around the form. Oh, it's so good. That's awesome.
Fortitude.
Fortitude.
Camp guts.
Fortitude. Or camp guts.
Trump. Go out there,
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Did you see how he gave me a rabbit punch? Call out the army.
There's a great reveal on the monster's face coming up. I don't
Oh,
know
wow.
anybody. I don't know if anybody knows what the reveal is.
No.
Oh, hey, listen. That's a coincidence. I do believe it's his birthday today.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
April 20th, I think so. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, man.
So there you go. Happy
There
birthday.
you are.
Happy birthday, wherever you may be.
Yeah, burn in hell.
Down Bolivia
Yeah.
way.
Argentina, Colombia.
Same place.
Yeah. Lone Stranger rides again. Oh, my God. Is that a Jack Davis one, or?
It is Jack Davis.
Oh, man.
Look at that.
Blam, 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 blam. And he didn't put a single one in the can.
You all rapscallion.
Look at that fantastic body language.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
yeah.
especially, particularly in that final panel. The final
Oh,
panel.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Look at that beautiful lettering, though.
Oh, yeah.
Ben Oda.
Oh,
Doesn't isn't that Monty Python? You wapscallion.
yeah, exactly.
Pronto, you rapscallion.
Rapscallion.
Wonder where that comes from. Rapscallion. I wonder what that's from.
Isn't that what the Emperor says in Life of Brian?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah.
It's too good.
So, what's your name, Jew? Brian, sir. Brian. No, sir, Brian. He whacks him over the head.
Brian.
Shall I fly him to the ground again, sir? What? Shall I throw him to the ground again?
Throw him to the ground. He's not the Messiah. He's a very naughty boy.
Strung him up.
Oh, look at that.
Speaking of letterer Ben Oda working later at DC, I'll bet Joe Orlando brought him over
Oh,
Probably did.
Oh, yeah. Orlando worked for
EC.
EC, didn't
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then he was an editor at DC, so he probably brought Ben Oda over.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
This is Willis Brian.
I have my friend, Biggest Dickens.
tell me, Centurion, what is so funny?
did I tell you the story about just while we're
Yeah.
not looking at this? Did I tell you the story about why they're holding they're laughing so much?
No.
Palin said when they were going over the script before they started shooting, Palin said if anybody laughs, they're sacked. And that's why those guys are pulling those faces. because when he goes up to the Centurion and he's doing that thing with his lips, the Centurion, you can see if you watch Palin, he just looks away a bit because he's laughing, he's smiling. You watch it. But he said if anybody laughs, they get the sack and they're not getting paid. So that's fine.
And the thing is it's almost like method acting. That's what made it funny.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Now we're introduced to the Native American Indian tribe, the Ukabolawanga.
Oh,
Ukabolawanga.
Ukabolawanga. Oh, and the middle tier right hand panel. Look at the expression on that horse.
Yeah.
And then the two guys look at it. It's just,
Seeing all those arrows coming.
oh,
Yeah.
God. Looks like something from Bullwinkle and Rocky,
It does.
Yeah.
That's near where you live, isn't it, Scott? Husikiwo, wow. Whoa, something Muskogee, whatever it is where you live.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Let's keep going.
Let's keep going.
My uncle used to say the bad joke about they named the city after the people that kept losing fish. Muskie, be gone. Oh, my God, really? Yeah, never heard that one before, Uncle David. Thanks.
Yeah.
Pronto.
Pronto. Pronto, I got a job for you.
years ago there was we have a bank called Barclays Bank, and years ago they had the best billboard I've ever seen, and it said Barclays, the loan arranger, and pronto.
Oh God, the loner.
That's funny.
Oh my God.
I think that's the best bill. This board was when you went into Manchester where I worked. It was as big as any building. You know, you couldn't miss it. The
There was
loan arranger and pronto, excellent.
There was a cartoon. There was a cartoon either in the Lampoon or the New Yorker of it's called Lone Ranger and Tonto in New York, and they're on a subway platform, and Tonto has his ear to the pavement on the subway platform, and he's saying, "F train coming, Kimosabi, 2, maybe 3 stops away."
A big twist to the end of the story. Pronto comes up to him. It is Pronto, but he's the one with the match.
Oh, jeez.
And there's some Jack Davis shoes underneath the shoes again. He always gets it in, doesn't he? On the left-hand side, left-hand page. Left-hand page. There, yeah.
Yep.
And then
Wait,
the
it
top
is
right
Pronto.
as well.
Pronto, bois. You've come to save me, bois. To cut me loose. Just as they're about to light the fire. Bois. There's a lot of bois in this. What is it you've got hidden under your blanket? Bois. Is it a knife, a machine gun, a bean shooter? It says chemo savvy. I got under blanket Ronson lighter. We only work for you part-time. Rest of time, me assume real identity. Rest of time, me mysterious big chief Wonga of the Uka Bolawonga tribe. Me hope this news don't make you mad at me. It's mad. Why, this news just burns me up. He says,
Jesus. Oh my God.
Well, maybe Tonto just found out what his name means in Spanish.
Pronto?
No, Tonto
Tonto?
means stupid.
Oh, does it really?
Yeah.
Oh, real quick, that same last panel though.
Uh-huh.
Don't we love the coincidence placement of that hot dog over the
Yeah.
fire? Where
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hot dog.
Right there, too.
Yeah. No comics code yet.
Yeah,
After you
exactly.
cut, I didn't even make that connection. Anyway,
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with a hot dog, mate.
nothing.
Oh no.
Oh, look at
That's
that. Bat
she said.
Boy and Rubin.
Bat Boy and Rubin.
Oh,
That's
Classic
Yeah,
wow.
wood
no.
here.
Hollywood.
Look at that little
That's
Batman figure.
brilliant.
That is too good.
Yeah. Little
That
Bat
is
Boy.
Too good.
Taking up.
I love how they made Robin big and Batman small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little role reversal there. It's great.
Batmobile.
Oh, look at that Batmobile. Isn't that cool? Oh. Oh my God. I love it if somebody could make a model of that, like a
Yeah.
three-dimensional toy. That would
Yeah,
be
isn't that
cool.
something?
Now,
Love it.
what is that? That license plate says MCX111. That's interesting.
Why, I
Wouldn't
don't
that be a year? Roman numeral?
I guess so.
1953, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Was it 1958?
It's probably the year it was done. MCX 111. That would be a 10
probably.
and a 3.
That third panel on that left page, where they're riding the Batmobile, that reminds me so very much the little schlocky cartoon that over here, where it was Courageous Cat and Minute Mouse,
Yeah.
and they had a Catmobile, and it looked a lot like this design of this Batmobile here. Oh, it was great.
Here the Batmobile opens up to the Bat Cycle.
Oh no! Look at that. Oh.
Robin's R logo has been changed to EC.
And it's also EC there, but on the first page it's an 8-ball.
Oh, it's an 8-ball. Oh my God. What is it in that lower right-hand corner? With the
Little question mark, it looks like.
question mark there.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
look at on the right-hand page coming up on the flip it, where it's it is IQ and that fifth panel on the right-hand page.
Dollar sign.
Dollar sign.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
There's an EC one, middle of the page, on the
Yes.
left-hand page, it's got
was
EC.
that-
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
Mickey Mouse, lower right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Funny.
Apart from the beautiful artwork and gorgeous lettering, this colouring is absolutely outstanding, isn't it?
Isn't it?
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
Just jumping off the page.
Yeah.
I mean, look at that the first panel on the left-hand side, that just blue. It's just absolutely stunning, isn't it? Look at that.
Oh. And then on the left-hand page, the bottom right corner, look at how that tree has got that almost rusty maroon with that orange cat on it.
Yeah.
And how that contrasts against that light blue, the two different shades of light blue on that. It just,
maroon.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, brown and light blue always look together look good together in a comic book panel.
Yeah.
Sarah says these jokes remind me of my dad asking me how many people were dead in the cemetery we were passing. I started counting. The answer was all of them. Facepalm. Just tried to do it again last week. Yeah. Well, I said all of them this time, taking me back to that as a kid. LMAO, endearing memories, morbid, and there you go. If you haven't done it with anyone, do it. LOL.
Yeah, the other joke.
LMFAO, mouth shut. LOL.
Yeah, the other joke is people are dying to get in here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's very popular.
Quick Easter joke for you guys. Somebody's interviewing the Easter bunny, and they asked him what it's like to do that holiday. He says, "Oh, it's not too bad. It's fairly easy, real fun. Well, laying the eggs is kind of a bitch." Oh, speaking of coloring, look at that left-hand page. Look at all those the center tier of panels with the oh my God.
Yeah, look at that. Look at the first panel. Look at the red.
Yeah.
Look at that colour.
Yeah.
Top panel. First panel. Very first panel. Look at that red. Wow.
Man, oh man.
Well, in the original comic, it's the red is missing. This copy of the original comic, the red is missing. The register.
Oh,
it's way off. It's not even close to where it's supposed to be.
Can you hold it up to the screen, Charles?
Yeah, hold on. Well, it's a scan. I'll share.
Oh, a scan.
Screen.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, let me share the screen. Hold on.
Yeah.
This is funny. Yeah, I got it. It's up there. Yeah, look at the red.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Oh,
crap.
Oh,
Look at the bottom of that character's feet where the red is supposed to be. The red is, the shoes are supposed to be red.
Yeah.
Oh, looks like
I tell you, it makes a change because normally, we like the older versions, even with their misprinting and what have you.
Mm-hmm.
But the reprint here is showing off what the colours were in the mind of the designer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
Oh, it is. Yeah. Oh,
I mean, look at this.
how
Look,
beautiful
it's,
it is.
this is what they laid down. This is what the idea was, and it's look how good it is when it's reproduced to this standard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like a cartoon. It's like one of the greatest cartoons. It's up there with the Warner Brothers stuff, the quality Warner Brothers stuff.
Oh,
And yet it's static. It's a comic strip. It's absolutely brilliant.
I still can't get over how brilliant it is to make the Batman about a foot tall.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at the second page, the way that the rope is hooked onto the panels.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right. And what are those things sitting on the
That's
top
birds.
of the panel? What are they?
So those little bats from Pogo,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
little
Oh,
bowler
where?
hats on. Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hilarious.
awesome.
It's another little bat character running here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now
my
they're on the
God.
bat scooter.
Jesus.
Like the clouds hanging out in the city there. That's...
Oh, yeah. Again, Zipatone on those.
Yeah.
Now, just as a matter of drawing, though, back in that left-hand page, the middle tier,
Mm.
look at how he's got the Batman figure starting out with a certain kind of running speed.
Yeah.
Second panel even faster, and the third panel even faster still.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The-
with
the
his
body
eyes
language. Yeah.
closed.
Yeah.
No bottom border on that either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Superb.
Yeah.
Randy, just put me on screen. I'm going to show you something with that yellow, that sense
Careful.
that sense of tear.
Have we got a filter?
That's how you use yellow.
There you
Oh,
go.
Wow. Look at
Look at that.
That's so bright. It's lovely.
Looks awesome.
Oh, that's
yeah.
Oh, you
That's Dr. Martin.
tinted some of the edges of it too, didn't you, Glenn?
That's
like
done
you
with
got
the,
little,
that's
little-
done with this. That's done with a sponge.
Oh, no kidding.
Dr. Martin.
Nice.
Martin inks.
Did you mask out the A's so you wouldn't?
No.
Oh,
Oh
you
yes. Sorry, yes, I did. Yeah, of course. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
I did.
You
I
did that with
No, I just used,
spray mask.
no. I just put. I literally just got some Xerox paper and laid it down and was really.
Oh,
careful
right,
with it.
okay.
Oh, wow. No kidding.
I just got really
Check
careful
you
with
out.
it. Yeah. In fact, you can
Living dangerously.
see. You can see.
Wow.
I've missed it there.
I just
See it?
yeah. Wow.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
But
Live
nice combo of
dangerously.
colors on that to make that yellow so rich.
that's what I mean. It's really good. Yellow and black is really powerful.
Yeah.
So it says interesting info, Charles. Wow, showing this is great. Amazing. This entire shows. He says, and Marv says, wow, that pops nicely, Glenn.
It
Yeah.
does.
Thank you. Yeah.
It does. It's
I
great
do love that
talent.
little bat scooter. That's just
So
Glenn,
Randy,
wow.
Sarah.
Randy, the panel right-hand page, lower left. Read what's happening there because it really makes fun of comics.
Now what? We can't swing in either direction because we've lost momentum. I had this whole bottle full of momentum in my pocket and I lost it. What do we do now? Says the answer is simple, Rubin. One has merely to let go of the rope and drop deftly to the ground.
I like how there are clouds. I like how there are clouds
Yeah.
in the sky.
high up.
Because of
Oh,
course,
God.
the shock of the 20-story fall to the ground is taken up by the secret springs one has in the tiny vials of the weapons belt. That is, if one has a weapons belt.
Rubin doesn't have.
Dun, dun.
Oh my God.
He came
That is
prepared.
too good.
Wow, look at that.
Put my hand over the twist. Everybody's read this already, right? So we all know the big twist ending.
No, I don't know the twist.
Oh, okay.
But now Batman's got a sword in the upper left.
It's a bad
Look-
sword.
Yeah, look at that woman. Look at the dress.
Look at the
The
work
way,
here.
the way it shines. The way that girl
Oh,
there with the
yeah.
dark hair. The way it makes it shine.
Get the
Oh.
sheen on Rubin here.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
great.
nice lighting there. But yeah,
Oh,
that
here too.
shine.
That's
Oh, man.
fantastic.
Yeah. You see, you can't resist Wallywood getting a gorgeous girl in, can he?
No.
Oh, no.
So he has to put 10 in. Well, why not?
So, of course, in the end, he's not just Bat Boy. He's a vampire Bat Boy.
Oh, geez.
Slop.
So that woman
Takes
the
out a whole
left,
punch.
the left-hand page, the middle tier, that woman on the right with the red dress,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that dress is see-through.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it is, isn't it? Oh my God.
Woohoo! Yeah,
Just
Free
dark
code,
enough so it
folks.
doesn't come across right away.
yeah.
Oh, looks like a lineup of everybody from Sophia Loren to Betty Grable to
Yeah,
Betty Page. Oh my God.
and the way her hair's messed up as well
Yeah.
makes her look sexier, doesn't it?
Oh yeah. Wow.
That whole figure works.
Oh, and look at the right hand page, third panel. He's hanging upside down from the closet. In the closet. That's good.
There's a clue.
Yeah, clue to the very end.
Eek.
Sharp.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That is too good.
Yes, Rubin, the victim is killed in the same way. 2 tiny holes in the victim's body, 2 tiny holes in the vein of the victim's big toe, 2 tiny holes punched by a murderer, 2 tiny holes punched by me with my conductor's puncher. For you see, Rubin, I am no Verschlinger, ordinary bat boy. I'm a vampire bat boy. Slurp.
That is too good. I love the inking of his upper lip to give that upward lighting shadow.
Yeah,
Just
that's hot. Fun.
so good.
Says great talent, Glenn. Wow. And Sarah says, I would have never figured out the reference if it weren't for you guys and all your collective knowledge. Says OMG with the 2 tiny holes and all the punching. Yeah.
Look at that on the wall. On the wall there, it says, "Note: not a spittoon, not a cartoon, not a harpoon, but a lampoon." On the wall.
Where did you see that?
Other page, last panel, other page. Last
Yeah,
panel,
right there.
on the wall there.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, you can spend hours looking at this, couldn't you?
Oh,
yeah.
You know, once you get past the beauty of the art, and there's all these little things going on,
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
it's
man.
wonderful. But this coloring's knocked me out, I have to tell you.
Oh yeah. Jesus.
Just trying to be somewhat good. Yeah.
Oh, trust me, Sarah. We're all lagging behind in that respect to these guys.
To the next issue. The bad ones are coming, Marshall, but as long as I hold you, I'm not afraid, for I know you are not afraid.
He's jumped out of his clothes.
Yeah.
That's a real sort of Don Martin thing, isn't it? Again,
Oh
that
yeah.
kind of humor.
That, of course, here we are, little Orphan Melvin.
Oh my God.
Wally Wood at it again. Punjab. Dude, Daddy Warbucks is real short.
That background, the background looks very Eisner, doesn't it?
It does.
You know, with the lady pouring the stuff out the window and the clothes hanging up between the buildings. You know,
Yeah.
very very Eisner. That.
But look at the depth of layers in those windows, though. You know,
Yeah.
you've got a little round overhang. You got the one window pane behind another, then the frame, and Jesus.
Yeah.
All stuff that would normally just almost disappear unless you paid that much attention to it.
Mhm.
Oh, and this that top panel, that little orange dog, you know, it's like Arf.
Yep.
It has just a feel of from Asterix,
Yeah.
you know, his one little white dog.
Yeah.
Just a touch of that. God, look at her hair. Oh my God.
So, got a duck up in there. Is that what that is? Yeah. A duck.
I wonder how many of these original Wood pages still exist, or where they might be if they.
They're all in private collections. They were all, once these stats were made, they were auctioned off one story at a time, whole stories. They had to keep the originally the first sale was that you had to keep the whole story together. And then after that, they could split them up.
These pages, these Mad pages from Wood would make an awesome artist edition. You know, the IDW.
Oh, yeah. I think they've done a they did a Wood EC artisan book. IDW did. In fact, I think it's 50% off on their site right now, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, is it his humor stuff too, or just the hard sci-fi?
I think it lists his EC work. I'm not sure. how much of that is from Mad.
No, I don't think any of it is.
No, it's all his science
Yeah.
fiction work.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh, that's too bad.
it'd be in the description anyway. They'd let you know.
Yeah.
Stand back, snap. Stand back, snap back with stand back, you fur flugger, fur flugner crooks. Stand back outside, open this box, and you'll never guess what's in this box. Kleenex? No. Locomotive? No. Cigars? No. Bunsies? No. Your 7 minutes to guess are up. I have in this box my special assistant, formerly of Murder Inc., the Gasp.
Oh, wow.
Kill. Doug, go get him, Gasp. Sick him, Gasp. Yay. That's all their shoes.
Oh, boy. Spider-Man Chimleys.
Oh, then they just shoot him up.
There's that bois again. In, up, down, bois, down.
Blah.
Gasp on that, gasp. Gasp. What's that? Gasp, gasp.
Yeah.
Even
Kills,
the
gasp,
coffin running away at the bottom.
gasp. Sees his victim gasp, gasp out of their last gasp, 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 gasp. Can't stop killing, gasp, gasp, can't gasp.
Got the coffin running away. It's got somebody in it, like with the feet.
Yeah. I think he slammed gasp in there.
Last gasp.
Yeah. It's Daddy Peace Bucks.
Is that a small publisher, Last Gaps Comics or something?
Yeah. Underground publishers started up in the late 60s. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe early 70s.
I just looked it up. IDW just has 2 EC Artisans editions, the Best of EC Stories and the cover collection.
Oh, okay.
And all the EC Stories are all the horror stuff.
There are many more.
Yeah, they did a lot of other ones. Those are
yeah.
just the ones that are for sale.
Yeah, the
that
one
are
I
on
have
sale.
is all Wally Wood, and it's all science fiction and horror.
Oh,
Okay.
no kidding.
Grant Lankard in the house. Nice to see you here, Grant. Thanks for stopping by. Folks, make sure you hit that like button if you're enjoying yourself here on this program. Deeply appreciate it. Helps our algorithms. Happy Easter, Grant says again. Happy Easter to you as well.
Hey, Charles, speaking of you having those things, do you have that John Buscema Marvel Heroes edition?
No,
Oh,
no, I do have the Silver Surfer artisan edition that they did, which is not gigantic. It's a mid-size, all black and white. John,
it's not
it's
11 by
still-
17?
no,
Oh,
no.
it's not. No.
But it's nice. But I don't have the one you're referring to.
Oh, it's too bad.
I think I got Jason's got a copy of that. I think I got access to it.
Oh, it's awesome.
Could
Stuff.
probably go through it sometime
Yeah.
in the future. One more story.
Yep.
Let's get your cotton picking hands off of me. Come on, pun joke. Let's go. Hunt
for hair tonic.
hair. Oh, let's go hunt for hair tonic. That's because he's bald.
Oh,
Yeah.
geez.
Skip a couple here and go to Hanoon.
Jack
Davis. I remember reading this when I was a kid. It's just hilarious
Oh, my
because
God.
if you ever saw the movie, he's always leaving, and he's doing that here in the strip too. I'm a leaving.
Is that Shane?
Guys come in.
Shane, come back, Shane. Is that High Noon or is that a different film?
No. There's a High Noon movie, black and white western with Gregory Peck,
Right. Okay.
and
Oh,
the
you mean-
entire
oh, no.
the the entire plot revolves around a group of gangsters that are outlaws that are fresh out of jail that are heading towards the town to shoot up the sheriff.
Isn't it Gary Cooper in High
Gary
Noon?
Cooper. Didn't I say Gary Cooper? Sorry.
Hey, no, you said
Gregory
Grant.
Peck.
Gary
Gary
Gregory
Grant. Oh, yeah, sorry. Gary Cooper. Classic film.
Oh God, yes. You look at me when you smile when you say that to me.
Yeah, there he is.
Oh, what a great caricature of Gary.
Do not forsake me, oh my darling.
Darling.
12 o'clock.
To that right-hand page. Marshall, you can't leave us. I'm a leaving. You'll leave us to die. I'm a leaving. You'll lose your wife. I'm a leaving. You'll forget your pay. I'm a staying.
Staying. Where do you think, boy? I gotta catch that 11:45 o'clock train and get the heck out of here. He's a leaving.
You know who Chuck Dixon is?
Yeah.
He did a review of the movie High Noon, and he said the ridiculous aspect of it to him was that in the Old West, no train ever showed up on time.
Yeah.
What's that guy called? Who, look at the bottom, the right-hand page, bottom panel where he's sticking his chest out. Is it Rob Liefeld who draws Captain America?
Oh my God! Yeah. and Liefeld was about that ridiculous too. It was.
Yeah.
That might be where he got the dimensions. Yeah.
Could be. Oh my God!
The difference is that this drawing works, even though it's
Exactly.
exaggerated.
Yeah.
Oh,
Michael says, I think Ben Grimm used to use the word Flurschlinger.
Oh yeah.
Stan Lee wrote him. Yeah.
I think it's a Jewish thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yiddish.
Yiddish, that's the one. Yiddish.
I'm a leaving.
That's too good.
I'm a leaving.
God, look at all these facial expressions that Davis put.
Look at that guy with his eyes popping out next to that panel there. One over from that. Look at that. He looks like Jim Carrey, doesn't he?
Yeah,
He does. Yeah.
I just think it's great the way that Jack Davis and Mort Drucker and Wally Wood and those guys always draw cartoony women, but they're so sexy, aren't they? You know what I mean?
Oh,
Even though they're just a cartoon, they really are good.
And that is Rosalind Russell, right?
Oh yeah, that would be her. That'd be
almost
God.
in the same dimensions too.
Just about.
Yeah, I'm surprised if she fit in the panel.
Oh my God!
Boing.
Yeah, exactly. Boing. Get closer.
These guys.
Look at that tongue. Yeah, quit bending my ear. I came back for my toothpaste and my toothbrush. Now get out of the way because I gotta catch that old 11:45 and get the heck out of here.
So it says in the previous panel, though,
Yeah.
he says, "You've got to come back. You had to come back. Your conscience, your innocent." He goes on and on and on. He says, "You got to come back and bring law and order." Nah, I'm not going to quit bending my ear. I'm out here. I came back with my toothpaste and my toothbrush.
Oh, it's too good. I'm leaving.
I'm a leaving.
Who's scripting these things?
Probably Kurtzman.
Kurtzman, yeah.
Oh, probably. Is this Kurtzman drawing or is this Davis?
No, this is
This
Jack
is
Davis.
Davis. It's definitely Davis. Yeah, but Kurtzman might have laid it out for him to. I believe, I'm not positive, but I believe that's how he scripted Kurtzman, is he'd send thumbnails.
Look at his beard going into the next
script.
panel.
Oh,
his beard's gone into the next panel. Oh, they must have had it must have had a blast doing this stuff and getting paid for it as well.
Killer Diller Miller missed the high noon train, and he's a coming on the low noon train. In other words, I'm a leaving. Had to catch the low noon train.
I'm a leaving. Here we go again. I'm a leaving. They'll kill us. I'm a leaving. They'll blow your brains out. I'm a leaving.
I'll blow your brains out on the stand.
Yeah, I'm a leaving. We'll blow your head off. I'm a staying. Yeah.
Killer Dylan Miller.
That train schedule shows Scarsdale, I think.
Oh, that's right.
It's hard to read.
Look at that, the great figure on that next to the last panel without legs and the.
Yeah.
Oh my God! What a great character are those things.
Yeah. Subdued. You mean you shot him between the eyes? You mean you drilled him twixt the shoulder blades? Boys, don't you dig psychology? But Schedule B referred to Schedule X. Footnote on the holidays shown in Schedule W square root minus plus doodly doo. Yeah.
Those guys who were taking him away, they're Don Martin again, aren't they? Look at the way they're off the ground with those feet.
Yep.
And he shot the guy through the head at the last panel. Look. He shot him through there. Boom. Oh God!
This reminds me that how Al Cap would always have those bullet holes in the Fearless Fosdick.
Yeah,
that always be perfectly, clean holes right through their head. That's awesome.
Another drink, and with chalk in hand, the vagabond began to sketch a face that well might buy the soul of any man. Then, as he placed another lock upon the shapely head, with a fearful shriek, he leaped and fell across the picture dead, face upon the floor.
Face upon the floor.
You can leap and fall across this comic book dead when you see the face upon the floor in this issue of Mad. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, we'll look at that next week.
Maybe probably a good idea.
Now it's time to go.
So you've got all this stuff from the early 50s with Kurtzman and Wood and Davis and all the Bill Eldon, all these fantastic people. And then Mort Drucker came along.
Yeah.
And beat them all.
Oh yeah. It's just, man. I mean, these guys were always trying to out joke each other probably too.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they were always playing off each other. That's Mad Comics, folks. We'll look at some more next week. Some more great stuff. So thanks so much for stopping in, and hope you enjoyed yourself as much as we did looking at this classic material. This is just the tip of the iceberg of how great comics are, folks. Just great comics. There's all sorts of fantastic books out there waiting for you to discover. And thanks again for stopping by. Charles, are you ready? Can you tell folks how they can find you?
I can do it. Yes. They can go on the internet. They can type my name, Charles Santino, and they should probably put Rammer next to it, Rammur, and they will find the Master Thief in a future police state. The first issue is behind me. The second issue is here. Both are available. All self-contained stories. Third issue in the works. There's the cover. And since we're talking humor, here's Danny and Harry, private detectives, a cat, and a seagull. Beautiful art by Walter Brogan in that book. There's the bad guy rhinoceros and the femme fatale cat. And Rammer merch, the fabulous sticker. Contact me and I will explain how you can get one. It's really easy. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Thanks for coming on. Scott, tell folks how they can find you.
over at Facebook page. Plus, I'm continuing to work on issue 2 and 3 of my Ear Tree book, and a little sneak peek at some more storytelling pages. Samurai versus Barbarian, some blood-curdling action. But I'll be at Facebook page. Then I'll be doing conventions throughout the year.
What's your next show?
Next show will be, I believe, Motor City Con near Novi, Michigan, middle of May.
May 16th, 17th, and 18th, I think, something like that.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Russ, you tell folks how they can find you?
Yes. You can find me at russleach.com. Go there and sign up for the email list for the Atlantean. I'll just show you a couple of pages. This is the stuff that's been sent off to print. And so you can see. Yeah, there you go. Don't want to leave it too quiet.
Oh, nice.
Remember to subscribe.
Yeah.
Nice.
There you go.
There's a couple of pages for print, and here we go, stuff like that. So there's lots of violence, lots of boobies and stuff. So get your fix.
Great
Go
stuff.
to russleach.com, sign up for the email list, and we can tell you when the next issue is on the way.
No shortage of nipples there.
Nope.
Glenn, tell folks how they can find you.
You can find me on Amazon. Got 12 books on there. Fund My Comic, all over the internet. I just want to show you this. You know, I said about using a sponge, simple sponge.
Oh, wow.
Things like that. You see,
There you are.
this was a Hatch tribute I did when the Queen died. There's the Queen.
Oh, wow.
So he's a bit
Nice.
pissed off, but he's got his Lee Enfield rifle there, like a good British soldier. Yeah, you can find me everywhere. Just put my name in the internet thing, and something will appear. And you
Great.
can find me
We
on
need-
you can find me on Fridays, on Dandy Show on Fridays and Sundays as well.
There we are. Scott, you wanted to show something else off?
Oh, I just remember, folks, I'm going to be getting some anatomy lessons from Russ.
There we are.
So watch how the finishes are going to happen.
I hope you're
All right.
paying.
What's that? What's that,
Folks,
Russ?
Don't come
Right.
cheap.
Folks, I've been your host, Randy Zimmerman. I deeply appreciate you stopping by. We do this twice a week, Sunday mornings at 9 a.m., Sunday Funnies, where we look at some great comics. And then we also look at great comics Friday mornings at 5 a.m. Eastern time on Comics by Night. So in this Friday, we'll be looking at some more Mad magazines, probably during the high point of their popularity. Mort Drucker, Don Martin, Sergio Aragonis, all sorts of greatness there. So swing by. We've done 2 episodes before this on Mad Magazine. So if you want to look at those, we are always archived over at the Comic Book Black Belt YouTube channel, the Randy Zim YouTube channel, and the Indie Comics Network YouTube channel. So go over there and subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. Go look through our archives. Enjoy yourself. Leave a comment. If there's anything in our vast library that we haven't covered yet, leave a suggestion, leave a comment, and we'll definitely take it under consideration and take a look. So deeply appreciate you being here. Go visit fundmycomic.com and take a look at all of the campaigns over there. Some great stuff. Atlanteans is closed right now. But Hatch is available over there. Fool is. There'll be an Arrow comic store over there. As soon as I can cut some time and put one up there, we'll put that there. There's Hatch annotated right now.
Yay, Hatch.
Get your copy of Shadow Kingdom. Get your copy of Atlantean. If you go to criticalblast.com, barnesandnoble.com, amazon.com, you can even get a great hardback edition of Shadow Kingdom that has the story in color and has the prose story in behind it for you to compare to see exactly how faithful the adaptation is. I can't recommend that product highly enough. It's real good.
Excellent.
Just so proud of it. I think that's it. Go visit your local retailer when you can. Help them keep their lights on. Buy some comics. Read some comics. You don't have to troll comics or talk about how bad. Everybody knows how bad these Marvel movies are. I mean, everybody knows. But why don't you go out there and talk about the stuff that you love and the comics that you've read as a kid? Go dig those back up and rediscover how great this art form is, because there's so much great stuff out there just waiting for you to find. Your local retailer, your local conventions, when they have comic dealers there, it's great stuff to find. So that's it, folks. We will see you on the next one. On our way out the door, I think we want to leave with the absolutely classic words of one Mr. Groucho Marx, who said, getting older is no problem. You just have to live long enough.
Words to live by.
Oh, well, he also said, there we are. If you find it hard to laugh at yourself, I'd be happy to do it for you. Folks, take great care of yourself. Have a great Easter day. Eat those eggs or whatever. Easter ham. And we will see you on the next one. Hopefully Friday morning, 5 a.m.
See ya.
Take care, everybody.
How can he close me up? On what ground?
I'm shocked to find that gambling is going on in here.
You're winning, sir.
Oh, thank you very much. Everybody out at once.
Oh, and before we go, I forgot the word of the day. Here's the word of the day.
The word of the day is Hakuna Mafuck-it. When you give 0 fucks and no worries and let the shit show carry on. Hakuna Mafuck-it!
That's right.
That's good.
Where did you find that?
Can I pet that dog?
No.
Can I pet that dog?
No.
Can I pet that dog?
No, he's
Can I
sleeping.
pet that dog?
Can't pet that dog either.
Not a dog.
Here we are.
Say the weird thing.
Hey, Charles, real quick.
Hang on. We're not done.
Biscuit. Taste the goodness.